Baby said she wanna swing with the Bushman, cause she know we do our thing in the bush and got her looking so clean with the rough stance. Yeah, quick to change the scene with the Cushland. You can join the whole team cause the bush wins. Yeah, I'm quick to change the scene to Cushland. Yeah, I'm quick to change the scene to Equalland. Let me up about mine, the bush, understand. I said you will be the one I will meet with that beautiful smile and that sexy physique. Wearing those same colors, running, trying to get away from lame brothers, but you can't change what they don't meet me. I'm your Nubian lover with plans to make you a Nubian mother. That's long term. The short term don't take it too far. We got the juice bar, building on vegetables. So holistic, my holistic missus. Got me in dogs with your gifts and fitness. The El Natural, yeah, that's so my style. We can grow our towels through ingredients. Only the baddest queens who they ever see me with. Big Papa Tunde had 6 minute lists with no lipstick. That's a natural kiss. These are actual black fists raced up together as one unit.
Alafia family and Gabo. Welcome on into the house of confirmations. Ashe, Adupwe. Family, we're coming into this church, this house. We unplug, we disconnect ourselves from the matrix way of thinking, and our whole ideology you was thrown into. Also, family, going ahead and take a deep breath in, inhaling in through the nose, out through the mouth. Releasing all of the poison and pressure that was picked up while you was plugged into the matrix. Ashe, Adupwe. I am your Baba Oyeyemi Ogunola, initiated ancestral priest over 23 years now.
I'm Omitola Ajebola, prophetess, intercessor, messenger, and healer, and we are the House of Confirmations. Ekabo. Ekabo means welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, family. We're going to go ahead and give you all time to come on in. Like, love, share, and tag. Make sure that you are sharing and tagging to like-minded pages, like-minded people. Okay, those that are vibing on the same frequency.
Ashe, I do pray, family, for the love. Alafia Taylor, artist formerly known as Prince.
Alafia. Ashe, Alafia, goddaughter.
How are you doing?
Alafia to all the godchildren that are tuning in. Thanks for all those that has been tuning in to classes. Very, very, very proud.
Ashe.
Give me a love, before we know, listen me harder, talk to me harder. I want to hold you harder. I love you. Hold me down like a shot scared. Will you hold me down? Hold me down like a shot scared. Hold me down. Hold me down like a shot scared.
Thank you for the love, family. Thank you for tagging family on in.
Go down. I wanna see my ladies go down. Go down. Go down. Zagadada. I want you to give me prayer. Every night, you know.
How was family doing out there?
Man, you sent me to school, I don't do a singer.
Thank you for the love, family. Oh, we are blessed and highly favored. Thank you so much, Ia, for asking. Come on in, family. Make sure that you all are coming in.
I say, family, go ahead, like, love, share, tag family on in. We got some discussions today, family. Don't shoot the messenger. Woo! Because some of us are messengers, and not all messages that we get are for ourselves. Most of the times, family, when we're getting messages, they are for others outside of us. They are for their journey. And it's not always a good thing to have to give these messages. because you have to worry about the backlash. Ashe. So, family, as you are like, loving, sharing, tagging family on in, we already know the beautiful goddesses. Y'all are coming in with y'all head wraps on, looking just as beautiful as Omitola Aj Bola. For all my kings, my warriors, my godfathers out there, make sure that you got your crowns to the side. Give an honor to the Most High, the one true King, and to your forefathers and foremothers. Ashe, I do pray, family.
I see. Go ahead and pin in the information on Facebook for family.
Ashe. I might be talking fast. Who would that be?
Oh my God, Mama, yeah, it's so funny.
Going back and listening to yourself, you're like, who is that talking? You ever heard yourself on a voice recorder like, I don't know this person?
Right. All right. Yes, family. Okay, so Baba can keep jamming.
Nobody knows the struggles where we face. And you see me this smile today while I'm buying face. Oh Lord, nobody know how where we face. And you see me this smile today while I'm buying face.
I'm about to go back and try to remember the groups that we are in.
Get my shares in, family, as family continue to come on in.
Also, shout out to the YouTube family that be tuning in. Can I forget about the YouTube family?
Shout out to YouTube family that's been tuning in with us, family. We are working towards getting more viewers on YouTube. I say I do pray. So if you are on YouTube, and we all are on YouTube, if you can, make sure that you like, love, and subscribe to YouTube. And if you can, go ahead and start viewing on YouTube as well. I say. Now, shout out to my Facebook family who's been holding it down without having to be asked to do these things. I say, I do pray, family.
I say.
Not gonna overlook y'all. All right, got me some shares in, family.
I say, I know I'm getting me some, and I'm taking the time to share as well.
I say now, before we open up, family, and before we come with this cutoff, I do want to speak on you messengers out there. Perhaps some of you all did not know that you are messengers. Perhaps you all were just getting messages and not knowing what to do with these messages. Alafia family tuning on in.
Alafia. Hey, Nikki.
Perhaps we don't know what to do with these messages while they're coming in. A lot of us are dreamers. A lot of us may get messages through the signs and wonders through nature. Some may see a flock of birds in the sky flying and know exactly what that may be, what that may mean. Some of us may smell the weather, got a message. All right, it's gonna rain, y'all. And then you got some farmers out there. I don't want to hear that old talk, that foolery talk. And here they are, raining. So you don't want to overlook the messengers, and you don't want to overlook whether you are a messenger. As we know, even from Moses and Aaron, they were messengers. Moses had to come give Pharaoh a message. Let my people go. Well, that was a message that, of course, God could have went to Pharaoh himself and said, but he chose to use a messenger. That is the way that God chooses to show his miracles. So we family, we have to understand those who come with messages. We can't always be shooting the messenger down. For the messages are important, and they may not come to you, or they may have came to you and you overlooked them. So now someone else have to come give you the message. We have to start to give more due respect to the messengers who are out there and the strength that the messengers may have to even relay these messages.
Ashe, that's so true. Needing the strength and the confidence from the community that embraces the messengers as well as the messages.
Fanny, very much needed, as we want messengers in the community, as we need messengers in the community. We want the messengers to also relay the messages when they get them and not fear what the cause what it may be when giving these messages. For instance, let's say you don't see your girl's husband or your girl's man out there, and he hugged up with some other old side chick. Now, you being the messenger, you know that you probably got to go tell your homegirl about what's going on with her dude. But what does your homegirl do? She lashes out at you. And now she's mad at you, and now you're catching hell because you want to tell her the things and the infidelities of her husband, her man. But she doesn't want to hear it. She want to now call you a home wrecker and all these things. And all you was doing was being the messenger. I'm sure we all came across this situation where we've got something and we was a little bit hesitant to give the message because we don't know what the person is gonna do when they get the message. That's what we mean by do not shoot the messenger, family. The message may not be something you want to hear, but it's not the message that you need to hear.
Yes, a lot of people don't know how to treat the messenger. A lot of people are asking God questions and asking their spirit guides for questions, but believe that their responses, their answers are only going to come through one way. That's very small minded. If you think you have control over how you're going to be answered, if you have control over how God is going to answer your prayers, answer your blessings, bring you your blessings, if you believe, if you are boxing in and limiting, if you are if you are revisiting the conversations you've had with God and the conversations you had with your spirit guides, you should be able to hear from the messages if they're speaking on that. You should be able to hear when a messenger comes to you to bring you insight, advice, counsel, answer, or even answering your prayer, being the answer to your prayer. A lot of people are too in their emotions or too within their ego to receive the message because they couldn't receive the messenger.
Mm.
A lot of people are going, feeling distraught, feeling lost, feeling confused, as if they're not being heard, they're not being understood because they're not receiving the messages. You have to give the same amount of energy towards receiving the messages, towards speaking to God, praying on behalf of things, going to your ancestors, going to your spirit guides. The same amount of time and energy you spend speaking and asking and petitioning is the same amount of time or more that you need on receiving the answers, on the guidance, on the advice, on the counsel on what to do on behalf of what you prayed for and mentioned.
I say. All right, family, we're about to get into these prayers. How you feel?
I'm so ready for prayers. Also, family, want to let you all know that we will have the $7 speed round tonight. We haven't done this in about a year
It's been
or
a
so.
while, family, since we've done this.
Yes, family.
We're
It
gonna
has.
see if anyone said anything.
Yeah, family wasn't gonna say nothing. Family just so relaxed. Family come in all comfortable. We done got family pamper, I believe. If this was Kevin Samuel right now, the chats will have to be working their fingers off right now. So thank you for those who that are coming in, speaking and interacting. Do know that HOK is taking back to a throwback to our speed round,
I say.
which is a $7 minimum donation. Okay, family, $7 minimum donation for speed messages. That means that we'll be going through giving quick messages. If you would like your own mini reading, do know that there is 10 slots available for the mini reading. I'm not sure if Baba's given a cutoff for that yet.
No, after prayer time.
I should.
I say. Omi tutu na tutu ile tutu. Tutu egungun. Tutu arisha. Oloduba imojuba. Gbogbo ikú ló ẹsẹ̀ mbẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀. Olódùmá imojuba ibara sọ̀rọ̀. Mojuba kẹlẹ́ onímọ̀ ibara sọ̀rọ̀. Mojuba mẹ́ẹ̀gùn ibara sọ̀rọ̀. Mojuba bàbá lọ́kù ibara sọ̀rọ̀. Mojuba ẹ̀gùn yẹyẹ ibara sọ̀rọ̀. Mojuba oyàrá sí ní tẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ egungun bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyà yẹyẹ. Mojuba gun ọ̀la. Mojuba olùṣègùn. Mojuba gbọ̀n. Mojuba gòdè. Mojuba adébọ̀lọ̀. Mojuba akínwómi. Kíkẹ́ máa ṣe oṣù ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ olùṣègùn. Kíkẹ́ máa ṣe kíkọ́lágbà oṣùnjì. Kíkẹ́ máa ṣe ọba adéfúnmi ẹ̀dígbẹ̀ oṣùnjì. Kíkẹ́ máa ṣe olùṣègùn. Kíkẹ́ máa ṣe ọba bí ogun ọ̀la. Kíkẹ́ máa ṣe kímẹ́ gbẹ́ egungun. Ìwé orí ìwé aláfẹ́ ìwé ayọ̀ ìwé wo kọ́sí kú kọ́sí fọ́ kọ́sí wàhálà kọ́sí transition kọ́sí mẹ́rẹ́bù kọ́sí wọ́n tọ́ kọ́sí bọ̀lọ̀bọ̀ kọ́sí anything that comes against our destiny. Àṣẹ àdúpọ̀ ẹ̀yin máa ń lẹ́yìn ìfẹ́ ìṣàlẹ̀ bí ìwé yọ àṣẹ. Àṣẹ. I say yes, family. Do not shoot the messenger. As family coming here all the time and get messages, as we are having the $7 speed round and messages that you can get tonight, which is a throwback. We used to do this. Family, you have to be wary because first off, if you are given a message, it is not for sport and play.
Right.
It is not to be taken lightly. There is so much that the universe can be doing versus sending you messages. So please be open to receive the message and do not shoot the messenger because that may be another form that you'll be getting another message in. And now that message will be hesitated because of your reaction with the first message. Now, that may be dangerous because the message is still important. Remember, no message is for sport and play. So
We're
I say
back.
we're back, family. I do pray.
He was making a very, very important point.
Yes, as we cannot shoot the messenger because that messenger may be your one form of getting messages. And you don't want the message to come to you too late because they was hesitant because of how you react when messages come to you. You have to look at it this way, family. If God was to come to you directly, would you act a fool when you are given these messages from God? Are they not that important? As if God came to you himself to come give you these messages. Should it be taken any lightly? This is what we mean by respecting the messenger, not shooting the messenger. Because the messages are for you. The messages aren't for the person who they've been given to. They're for you.
Yes. As a community, we have to balance out how much we're able to receive as much as we ask. At first, it used to be a closed mouth don't get fed. At first, we had an issue with even opening up ourselves to even speak on what we're needing, what we're wanting, what are we desiring. Having that confidence to even know that we do deserve or have earned what we're desiring, wanting, and needing. And now that we have gotten comfortable to expressing that, now some of us is just diarrhea or vomit all over the place. Not saying that everything that we're spewing out is toxic, but everything that we're spewing out is just all over the place. Okay, what we're expressing is all It's all over the place. Sometimes we just need to get it out. We just need to get off our chest. We just need to release it. And after those moments of releasing, the universe, God, our creator, our spirit guides, our ancestor has not turned a blind eye or a deaf ear to what we have released, to what we have expressed. So while you was going through moments of transparency and moments of vulnerability, and needed to free yourself, and needed to free yourself, whether it's verbally, emotions or feelings wise, that does not mean the universe did not receive. That does not mean God did not receive. That does not mean your ancestors did not receive it. So now, when they are giving you a response, when they're giving you a reaction, when they're giving you a equal or opposing energy to what you have released in your moments of where it was just spewing out, and you had no control of how it was going out, or where it was aiming to, or where it was guided to, you have to be just as prepared to receive that back. You have to be just as prepared to receive the answer, the response to what you have expressed. There's no other way around it. As much as you pray, as much as you ask questions, whether you was being serious or not, whether you was being facetious or not, whether you was being rhetorical or not, be prepared for the response. Be prepared for the reaction. Be prepared for the energy that has to return. That's why a lot of people find issues when it comes to doing work for others, because everyone can do work for themselves. Any and everyone can do work for yourself, your experience, your faith. As clean as you are, as healed as you are, will affect, okay, the timing of what you're manifesting. Depending on how clean, how healed, how experienced you are, can affect how quick the things that you're petitioning can manifest. But when it comes to doing work on behalf of others, a lot of people are having issues with getting those results doing work for others, simply because of those things. Call and answer calls. A lot of people are so quick to get the ingredients to bless a candle, to light a candle, but how much energy do you put into looking out for the response, listening to the response, waiting on the response on what next to do after you've lit that candle? Or a lot of people think that they are so much control that after they lit that candle, there's nothing else to do or be said to them. And after that candle is done, there's nothing else spirit has to relay onto them on behalf of that work, which gets in the way of people getting certain results for those of others outside of themselves. This all goes back to the message of obedience, which we're learning in Genesis while we're in Bible study. Obedience plays a huge part in how much can you listen and hear the response and the answer from spirit.
Not being so quick to speak to spirit or speak out, but being more receptive to listening and understanding when spirit is speaking back to you. This goes for everyone. For those who are dealing with family members, where you got to tell them some things, and then that boundary. We also have to understand boundary when we are delivering messages and receiving messages. Never to cross boundaries, as there are boundaries everywhere. As a messenger, you should allow the messenger to be a messenger. The mailman himself knows. In fact, they've had to make American law. You cannot harm a mailman. Do you all know that? If you actually come across a mailman and harm him,
Ooh.
you're going to be facing some charges as if you just came across a police officer. Did you all know that? There are special laws that you cannot harm the mailman.
Ooh.
Maybe you all did not know America even
Speak, God.
understood that law as
Speak,
well.
God. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll spare it down.
Thank you for that. Because family want to act like, okay, y'all can act in church if you want to. We don't act.
Y'all know why the mailman is so freely to give y'all bills, and he does not have no feelings or worries about it, because you can't touch him. He has special laws protecting him. He is a messenger. Same thing in war. When the messenger is delivering messages to commanders, they're not allowed to kill them. You're not allowed to get the messenger. It's like maybe you all didn't see 300 when the black man came. He had all the heads of the kings, but he was a messenger. Alafia, Alafia, family.
Alafia, Birdie.
Don't shoot the messenger, Ashe. He came with all those heads and he said, I am a messenger. You cannot treat a messenger like this. He said, this is Sparta! And kicked him into the hole. Yeah, he was trying to let him know I was a messenger. You can't do me like this. I'm here delivering a message upon my king. It was always stated, do not shoot the messenger. Then there's some wild boys who don't care. But we're not lawless people.
No, we're not. Alafia, Denicia.
Alafia, Alafia family tuning on in.
Alafia family, come on in. When I say this message needs to be received, do not shoot the message. Oh my goodness. Because some of that, y'all got to understand that means so much on so many different levels. Okay. There's so many meanings on so many levels when it comes to don't shoot the messenger, because a lot of people are not understanding why they're not receiving what they're asked for. Have you received the instructions? Have you received the directions to get to where you're going for your destination? Okay, or do you think that your ego is too big? It's too big that you already have the directions for your destination. Okay. Some of your egos is too big to think that as you're asking God, your higher guides, your elevated spirit masters, as you're asking for counsel, as you're asking for guidance, as you're asking for assistance, after you've asked, now spirit is not humble enough to receive where to go, how to go, when to do it, where, and why. That is a very important when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to receiving your blessings, and when it comes to not being your own blockage. Because a lot of people will spend so much money on a spiritual journey, will spend so much money in the Botanicas, will spend so much money online, so much time in these groups arguing with people about their personal feelings on a spiritual journey. And then when it comes to asking people, what have they heard from spirit? What have spirit told them? What can they translate from their own dream? What can they read from their own candle? What can they read from their own heart, from their own intuition?
Ashe. Alafia, Alafia family tuning in. Is that you, Dominique Gant? Thank you for the reminder. Have not given a cutoff time. Have not given a cutoff time. Spirit want to jump right into it. Family, we are going to go ahead and give that cutoff time in 59 minutes. Ashe Dupe, Miss China D for coming in and reminding us of the cutoff time.
Yes.
59 minutes, family. That is 12 o'clock Eastern time, 12 a.m. For those who are on the Eastern coast over here, you already know what time zone you may be at, so go ahead and adjust your clocks to Eastern zone. Ashe Adupe. Thank you.
So the cutoff is when again, Baba?
59 minutes, 12 o'clock.
Thank you.
Eastern time.
I had to make sure my spirit heard that. As spirit is down speaking.
Oh, you want book? You want to go ahead and book? Go ahead and book.
I just might book. Okay.
Go ahead and book yourself a reading.
Thank you so much, your family. We also have a throwback for those who are old heads in the House of Confirmation. Our throwback is $7 speed rounds. Okay. Oh, wish I could see that. Yes, $7 speed rounds. Okay, so that means these are quick messages. All right. You can send a $7 minimum donation. Family, do know that donations are welcome on behalf of group collective messages. Okay. This is how you all can support HOK. Also, we have sponsorship opportunities for those who have businesses and would like to sponsor, or public figures that would like to sponsor and get their exposure. Also, we have partnership opportunities for business owners or entrepreneurs who would like to partner with HOK with your certain talent, gifts. All right. If you would like to be on a show with HOK, if you would like to come up and be live with HOK, let us know. We are opening our live platforms back open to family. For those who were with us in the beginning, know that when we first went live, family was able to come up on here with this platform and speak with us. So we are getting back into that. as well as Baba has specials on ancestral race beads and ancestral baths. Okay.
Ashe. Yes, family, as we are celebrating 23 years initiated ancestral priest. Ashe, I do pray all praise is due to the Most High. All praise is due to my mother as well, who made
Ashe.
sure she got her children work done. Oshun Ede Olusegun made sure she got her children initiated. Ashe, I do pray. So, yeah, celebrating 23 years was actually initiated, just so you all know, at the round of May, end of May. So the round of end of May is also my birthday. Also Egungun Festival, Ancestral Festival. That is the day, let's say June 1st. We'll go ahead and give it to June 1st. I believe we was giving it. So June 1st to the Sellers Over family, half off of
The
ancestral baths, half off of ancestral waist beads, and I believe Spirit has been working on ancestral readings. Self for the ancestral readings coming soon, family. Ashe.
Yes. Thank you, thank you. That's very, very, very important. Why is it very important? Because new age spiritists want to talk to every spirit outside of the ones that live in their own bloodline.
Mm.
Okay, so for you, devotees that are in love with Oshun and Ogun and Shango, you need to make sure that those deities are assisting your bloodline. Make sure that your bloodline doesn't have any beef with those deities. Make sure that your bloodline doesn't owe any of those deities, because your ass will be coming right back just to pay those deities which your bloodline already owe them. Make sure that they are in good standings, and make sure that you're even walking with the spirits that already have a pact with your ancestors. Do know that each ancestral lineage have his own spirit guides and his own spiritual patron. Okay, that is a very important. It is very important to get messages and hear what your ancestors got to say. Why so many people want to know what Oshun got to say, what Eshu got to say, what Obatala got to say. Make sure that you are also hearing from your bloodline, your blood relatives. Okay.
Ashe. Damanisha, we got you, ma'am. You got the first slot. Family, there are 9 slots still available.
Ashe.
She booked a mini reading.
Ashe.
Ashe. I do pray, family. I do pray for the stars as well, ma'am.
Oh, thank
Ashe.
you. Family, we don't know how to
We
get.
gotta do something with them stars. I know they want us to sign so many contracts.
For those who don't know, who's went live and able to get stars. For those who don't know, for those who are receiving stars, they want us to sign some paperwork.
Tax papers.
Yeah. Don't put y'all in our business. So do know, thank you for all for those who do send stars, but we do not check in. We do not check out those stars. Those stars are just sitting there. We don't know what we're gonna do with them, because we have been family. We have, I don't want to say turned down. I don't know if it's called bragging. Let's just have a real talk to talk. Okay, with family. Family, we've had many
Love you.
we've had many talk shows.
Birdie said she gotta run.
Oh, we love you, baby mama. Love you, baby boy. Love you, Susan, and all the fur babies. 1,000 of y'all. Yes, family, do know that we've had multiple radio stations, radio shows, TV shows. Shout out to Burnham Mary TV shows. They made the shows Bad Girls Club and all those other shows. We've also had the Oprah Winfrey network reach out to us. Not lying, family.
No, family.
So serious. We've had a lot of big names as far as Instagram, Facebook reaching out to us with certain opportunities that we're so excited about, really want to do. And then when we read over
The contract.
it's like, that's why we thank you all, family, for you all support. It is you all that have supported HOK financially on behalf of the Most High and our family. We have not relied on any contracts. We have not relied on any deals, any sponsorships, any endorsements. We thank you all so much.
Ashe, family, everything we're doing, we are doing it with family. We're not doing anything without family. Ashe. And so trust me, you are not gonna want us to sign these contracts. If you were to see exactly how they will be censoring your house of confirmations.
Yes.
One thing about the HOK is that we speak from spirit, and spirit has no muzzle. Spirit has no censor. Spirit is not going to care for someone's feelings. As you all probably know already in the inbox, Spirit will get down with you, and Spirit
Yes.
does not care if you still get the snot nose crying or not, as long as you get the message. Once again, do not shoot the messenger.
I say.
And that is what they're trying to do, family, with these contracts, is not shoot the messenger, but censor the messengers. So I do pray for all the stars that come towards our way, as we are going to do something with these stars, and they are so much appreciated. Thank you all so much. But yes, as you said, Miss China D, they are ridiculous.
Yes.
They are ridiculous. And this is why we have not signed with any of these radio companies, signed with any of the TV companies, signed with any of the internet companies, because they are trying to censor your HOK.
Yes.
And you all can see through the reviews that HOK is spot on with every bit of result, every bit of message, always 100%. I do pray for each and one of you all for actually being with the House of Confirmation for so long. And as we are celebrating 23 years, thank you all once again for the congratulations. And congratulations to you all for choosing the right Baba.
Ashe.
Because it's a lot of priests out there who cannot say that they're celebrating Michael Jordan numbers.
Ashe.
They cannot say that they're in the double digit numbers with their ashe. So ekushe to you all for having the spirit of discernment and knowing exactly what house to come to. And as you all have that responsibility in us and uphold us that much, we're not going to sign with these contracts. So I hope that they are listening, because we have so many people relying on us to tell them 100% the truth.
Absolutely, family. Also, do know that we have over 40 videos right now blocked by Facebook off of things we've said. And y'all know we speak from spirit. So you know how they be having this post is moved for false information. Facebook has had the nerve to block some of our lives. Okay? Over 40 of our lives are we going into dispute right now with Facebook. That's why we have not signed the agreement on receiving the stars, even though y'all are able to send the stars. So do know we receive it in our heart. But any love donation that you all want to send, y'all can send to us directly, because we have been fighting these big names, and we will love. Do know your Baba gets aggravated. I come to him over and over again, because my flesh side be like, Baba, we can use this to just get big. We can use it just get the verification check mark. Just
that will get behind me now, Satan.
It's tempting sometimes, family. Fame and fortune is tempting. But what's love? Love is true. And what we have with our family is real love. What we have with you all is real love. And there's no contract that's going to get me to shake that.
Yeah.
So thank you. You're strong.
And it really have me looking at a lot of these entertainers, these content creators a little differently now. Now that I see what contracts are actually floating around behind you all's backs.
Yes.
What's keeping these people up? What's getting them all these views while they're able to go viral? Please understand, you're not having the positive stuff go viral for a reason.
For a reason.
You see all the ratchet ghetto crazy stuff. That's what's going viral. Those are the ones who are paying the contracts. Those are the ones who are signing in blood. And so yes, they're able to go viral and get famous. And yes, they are humiliating us as a people. They're disturbing our spirit personally, because we're trying to get our people back on the right track, back on the right road, while all these people are given contracts to make sure our people are staying veered off.
To distract. They're being paid to be distractors, to be virtual handlers. For those who've been in the house since the beginning, know that one of our first couple of lives was speaking on and breaking down handlers. Okay, and I believe we need to revisit that, because that is very important for those who are taking a spiritual awakening journey. We can't just look at this as a spiritual journey, because everyone has a spirit. But it's a bad one, good one. Okay, everyone has a spirit. You have to start to look at this journey as a spiritual awakening journey. Okay, what are you awakening your spirit to this lifetime? Okay, what is your spirit awakening to during this journey as you're journeying? Handlers, that's very important for those who are escaping the matrix, because everyone has a handler, I believe, when you call. For those who's chosen, for those who, they've already read, they've already went to readers and certain magicians to find out the prophecies. Okay, they read the Bible, so they know there's a certain few that's supposed to play a huge part in this awakening, in this enlightenment period, in this age of Aquarius. depending on what your belief is. They have many different names for it, but it's all the same. Okay. And with that, virtual handlers has become all time high. It was physical. First, it was physical people in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they've working so much to make us contactless. Who's seen the video? Don't know if you've seen it, Baba. At the Denny's restaurant, they now have the trays, as we were speaking so much on trays and how much we love trays coming out at the restaurants. Now they have the trays folding on a robot going to the desk. And this is in real time. Someone just posted this at a Denny's restaurant. They're moving forward to more contactless. They don't want us to have that much contact with each other. And it's for a reason. They realize they have even more control over us, but we physically have less contact with each other.
I say, great point. I love you, Julie, for tuning in. I say, I do
Lafia,
pray, as you know,
Julie.
we are a reflection of family.
Lafia,
I say,
Kishana. Hey, babies.
Alafia, how's the family over there doing?
Hope you're feeling better.
And definitely, we'll be having some notes dropped in the Godchildren inbox so that you can pick up notes. So, prayerfully, you pick up on the next class. I
Absolutely.
say,
Miss China D, we're about to get into your never thought of it that way. Oh man, it's a lot we gotta talk about and break down. Family, do know we also have special announcements that HOK is hitting the road as we're speaking on. They're working hard to remove this physical contact from each other. HOK, we still getting the work done and make sure that the work that has to be done in person, you can still get that done in person. HOK is already booked for Louisiana, Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and New York.
I
Okay.
say,
So if your state is not on the schedule, please contact us so you can get your state on the schedule. And also, if one of your states is on the schedule already, contact us so you can book your house cleansings, your house blessings. Ashe. Also, we do have the HOK Healing Chill Retreat coming this June. Very excited, family.
I say. Very excited. Yes, family. Please be looking out for HOK to be on the road. As yes, we do like that physical contact. We do enjoy getting up with each other because there's no experience like life experience. And you can't do that so much by being quarantined. As they're not gonna say they still want everyone quarantined. They already set everything up for you to already be quarantined. They're just not gonna call it quarantine no more. Now is what you go to the Denny's and you get your food on the tray and you
Yep.
get this whole roboticness and family. We've always known since the '90s they were trying to go to having robots take over the jobs and really we didn't understand why though. Now we're in it and now we're seeing what their agenda is. And well, family, that goes to the messenger. There's been messages that's been given already. What was to come?
Mm.
And what are they trying to do? Silence the messengers. Because they know how else is the message going to get around? Well, the three wise men are going to have to go traveling,
Ashe.
going to have to go meet these people and give them a message personally.
Ashe.
So, yes, virtually, they are stopping us. They are. Alafia family,
Alafia, Delacoy.
they are censoring our people. They're being bullies. Yes.
Yes, they are. They're definitely censoring, and we're fighting against that, family. Do know that it is 43 minutes into the cutoff, okay? And also, we still have the $7 speed round. I believe we can open up that speed round after those personal messages are booked,
I say.
family. So the speed round will open up after the cutoff and after everyone that has booked get their messages. Thank you, Miss Dominisha Gant. We are getting into your message soon. Family, please take advantage of HOK experience in person. Okay, make sure you are booking your HOK experience in person as much as we enjoy this online fellowship, this virtual fellowship. AI does not win. As I thank you, Baba, for making the time to sit me down and for me to watch the Matrix of why you always spoke of how important that movie is for those on the spiritual awakening journey. I thank you for making a time out for us. One of the reasons is why, because my theory has always been AI as the Antichrist. And I believe the Matrix did a great job.
And Terminator.
And Terminator, thank you very much. And Terminator did a great job of breaking that theory open, of busting it open, and helped me see why that's not a theory. But I say it's a theory because we're using AI to relay the message.
It's
So they ain't
not
gonna
like
shoot this
it's
message.
not proof. How else are you getting this message? AI. And who has control over AI? The enemy.
Mm.
So they decide for this message not to get out, they could do so.
That's how we just call it a theory. Can't sense that theory.
Don't want them to censor us.
Right. We have over 40 videos censored right now.
We gotta say things like allegedly, theoretically,
but not hypothetically. We will not say that.
just saying. I don't know, family. Look with your own eyes. I don't know if I'll say anything, but what's getting us censored.
Family, go ahead and send love, send energy as these messages are coming. We understand it's a Monday, but we gotta pull through, y'all. We gotta pull through. It's enough things sucking our energy. It's enough bills. It's enough responsibilities. It's enough family members, friends, associates, enemies that are pulling on us. But when we are coming together, we are needing to make sure that we are making sure this energy is reaching everyone who needs the healing touch, who needs the guidance, who needs the counsel, who needs the discernment, who needs the knowledge, who needs the wisdom, who needs the teachings, who needs the miracle work, who's needing the healing, who's needing the prophecies, okay? As we get caught up in this everyday world and this everyday lifestyle and this routine that repeat day after day after day, we are reminding family that that's a veil. That servitude is over. That captivity is over. That slavery is over. At this point, it is a choice. But those people want to get upset with Yeezy when Kanye went on live TV and said slavery was a choice. Black people want to shoot him down. Keyword black people, but the melanated ones, the indigenous knew exactly what that brother meant. Slavery is a choice. Slavery is a choice. Slavery is a choice. You can get mad all you want to. Don't shoot the messenger. And that's what they try to do to Kanye when he get up there on that TV and he say those things he's been told to say by spirit.
Now y'all just call him wow. Yeah, wow boy. But we all gotta at least admit at this point in age, when you go back and think about slavery, wow, let's say maybe three owners of this plantation is running hundreds of people. Yeah, at this point you gotta say, damn, that was a choice.
And why was it a choice? Because our people played a hand in it. And that's why it was a choice. They weren't able to colonize our people without paying our chiefs, our leaders, our heads of states, our heads of councils. Okay, they still get charged for selling out. They still get charged for being Uncle Toms. They still get charged for being overseers. This is not a race thing. That's why people get their feelings hurt when they come into a spiritual awakening journey, because they believe race still matters. Baby, this is about spirits. This is about your energy, okay? Because it's some people, this color, that will rob and take from you and sell you out, and have been doing it since the beginning of the times. Before Caucasians was created, whether you believe in the Yakub story, the cave story, the monkey to man story, we know that the Caucasians weren't the original beings. So before they even got they start to get here to fuck up, it was melanated beings already here fucking up and dealing with those fuck ups. So once again, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger when you thought that spiritual journey was going to allow you to continue to blame certain races for certain things. Each race has to carry their own cross. Please know that. Each race is serving a sentence from what their forefathers or foremothers have done. Each ethnicity, each nationality. And when it comes to traditions, we got to be the wise ones to know which traditions should continue and which traditions should not. Traditions doesn't mean we have to do this. Tradition means just that. It's a tradition that was passed down. Some of you all got traditions of not speaking up when something's been done to you. Some of you all got traditions of not being comfortable talking because you wasn't able to speak or express throughout your family. Some of you all got traditions that someone got touched. It's uncomfortable to tell anyone or nothing's going to be done about it. Some of you all got the traditions of only worry about getting a job or go to school. If you're a business owner, they won't support you. So there's many traditions that we have that we're going to have to now discern which should be bred into, which should we continue to be life into, and what should be dead.
Ashe.
I say, Lafayette Nathan, we see you tuning in.
Ashe, Lafayette, brother. It's been a while since you tuned in with us. Make sure the family, when you are tuning in, that you are speaking. We see when you're tuning in.
Yes, Facebook let us know each and every person that tunes in, and we are so thankful.
Ashe. China, do you already know how this goes? We're going to call you up about 1,000 times. Come on up now. You know we're going to be doing this. We got you with your messages. Ashe.
Yes, come on up, family. China, do you are first. We have, what is that?
We have family. We have 35 minutes left on the cutoff time. 35 minutes left.
Okay.
And as we are getting ready for Miss Damanisha Gant, Miss China D reading, Spirit still got some more messages. Do we understand what these handlers are doing?
Ooh.
Do we know what a handler is? Maybe some of us don't know what handlers are. These are people who come into our lives unbeknown to you, and they are controlling you somehow. They are molding you to be a certain way somehow. Unfortunately, we may look dear to these people and love these people and have no idea that actually
working with the enemy.
Working with the enemy. Handlers are bred. Handlers are not given a job application. All right, go to this address and do this and do this and befriend this person. No, a handler is bred, already put in certain situations throughout their life, and then made to be in someone else's life, and causes these things to happen to them in their life, and they have no idea that they are being a handler to this person. It comes with controlling. That's what handlers do. Geppetto. For those who don't know who Geppetto is, that is the one who controlled Pinocchio, the handler.
Yes, thank you for that, Baba. A lot of instances where you will see those situations is for those who are part of the fight against CPS, those who are part of the fight against defects, those who have to fight the government on behalf of their children and homes, and that are put in certain stressed financial situations to where they are being judged on the conditions, as you spoke on, in conditions. And now we have displacement of family members. We have displacement of children. Okay, do you have drugs or alcoholism that come in the family where people are losing custody of their children, family? Okay, do you have divorces? There's many different situations where you will see displacement of family, and that allows them to introduce handlers as those that are supposed to be diffusing the situation. Okay, that are supposed to be coming in to handle the situation. Okay, you will see a lot of those situations in those instances where you could go back a couple of generations and you'll have mothers who would say, okay, one of my babies was switched, one of my twins are gone. I remember giving birth to twins. I remember giving birth, but now I don't have my child. Wake up and they say my child is gone. Not all those instances the child was gone. Not all those instances the child died. There has been many things being done institutionalized. As Baba spoke on bread, it's not something they just up and do out of nowhere. They have institutions, they have systems in place where they're able to continue to put a handle on those that are coming from a certain bloodline, those who are coming with certain gifts, as your family went through those experiments.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Family, when we think of projects, what is a project? Something that you work on. Well, only in our community do we have projects. Oh, there's ghettos around the world. But only in our community do we have projects. Family, you all are going to have to understand what happened with these projects and who were the results of these projects. And we are the children of these projects.
That is so true. When it comes to caseworkers, those are handlers. For those who are dealing with the welfare, for those who are dealing with the system when it comes to assistance, those caseworkers are temporary handlers. Okay, temporarily being used as a handler. May not be given a permanent position in your life as a handler, but they are. There's a lot. I know I came through a situation dealing with handlers. My Baba, my husband, Baba, y'all Baba right here, had to do work to free me from more than one handlers, which I didn't understand the sincerity and why Baba was looking at me the way he was. So Baba sat me down and let me watch multiple videos on handlers and who were handlers, and I could have ran out that room. I couldn't believe how many handlers I have been placed throughout my life, and how Baba could identify and acknowledge each and every one of them through his studies.
Mm-hmm. You know a handler when a handler has handler signs, and handler has handler signs. They're very easy to pick out. You just got to know what a handler is. And a lot of times people don't understand when being handled, they're being handled to be a handler themselves. Hurt people is what goes on.
If you all wanted to find of who could be a handler in your life, or if you had a handler in your life, if you've repeated multiple times your natural goals for life, the things you naturally want to be, and each and every time you expressed who you wanted to be naturally in the future or for your future growth, they've always deterred you and converted you into doing something totally opposite. Okay, whenever you express, let's say you wanted to be a model, let's say you want to be a singer, let's say you want to be a poet or artist, things that doesn't have to do with the government and their system and what jobs they set up in the matrix. Whenever you express things that have to do with you and your energy and things that you want to do with yourself, that's a sign of handlers around.
Oh yeah, your teachers. Every time I know growing up, I can hear stories from my parents tell me about school and there's horror stories. Ask y'all parents about their school days. They'll probably become horror stories. Lafayette family that's tuning on in. Oh, you're locking. Ask your family. Let one of y'all family members have said, "Oh, I want to be president. Oh, I want to be a king. Oh, I want to be an astronaut." Those handlers would already let you know, "Oh no, there's no job for you there. You're gonna have to go and do this." They was already molding and handling our people from the get-go. So as our people ended up getting those types of jobs, they continue to handle their own children.
Doing the same thing.
Now it's a tradition. Oh, it's a tradition that my people was garbage men.
Wow.
No, that was a handling because they only enslaved the top-notch people. So what they got us doing now is something far from our destiny. So they've been handling us secretly, handling us with the type of food that we can only get. Oh, you all understand. Have you all ever been to a rich community? I won't even say a certain type of race. A rich community, and the food there is different. The water there is different. My goodness, the roads, they're paved a little different. The gas prices are different. They're molded to be a certain way. And you're like, wow, how is it that I never ended up in this area? Because you was not handled to. You was handled to live in another certain condition.
And only can afford to live in those conditions.
That's how you know you've been handled. If you ever wonder, have I ever had dealt with a handler in my life? Yes.
I shared the pray for those messages. Thank you for everyone coming on in. We have 28 minutes to the cutoff. Dominique, you can't come on up here to this pulpit. Family send love, send energy. Okay.
Ashe, I do pray, family.
shocky, me say Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me and shocky, me say Al Qaeda.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Taylor.
Duplex.
Shocky, me say Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me and shocky, me say Al Qaeda, baby dancing.
Don't shoot the messenger, Dominisha, okay?
Nobody give me wine like this.
But I did want to hit on this real quick. As you are still coming up and getting your about to get your reader, ma'am. Please don't shoot the messenger. But it just popped up into my head again. This is for the comedians out there. Y'all stop being bullies too. Y'all are hiding behind freedom of speech, and because you're on the stage making people laugh, you can say whatever you want to. Well, as Chris Rock and Will's going through their thing, I also wanted to speak on T.I., who also believe that he can be a comedian. Now, I'm not too sure if any of you all noticed, but T.I. has been doing stand-up comedy. He finds himself to be quite funny and very intellectual, and he is quite intellectual. He did go to college. He does speak these words fluently and all of these big words that's not really big words, but make them sound like big words because he pronunciate each one of these words. They're really not big words. Y'all just listen to him, okay? But anyway, the comedians have been standing up and saying that he should not be a comedian. I want to say that is not right. This is for all the comedians out there. That is quite hypocritical because we see no one come at Jamie Foxx when he was singing and became an actor, and he started from stand up. We said nothing to Eddie Murphy when he was doing his stand up, and then went to acting, and then went to trying to put. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all. Y'all let Eddie Murphy get away with that, okay? So we gotta understand that we cannot be bullies and not allowing someone to do what they want to do. Now, apparently, I don't want to call the brother a jester, but he wants to play in the jester role. You cannot say that you can't do something because you can't do something. That's not your role you want to play in. That is called handling.
Ooh.
That is a form of handling, comedians out there who are saying someone can't do something because they want to do it. So you are seeing. Yeah, y'all better not shoot Baba. Oh, don't start Baba. Oh, I will start. Listen, y'all stop. If y'all are wondering what are handlers, they are trying to handle T.I. He does not want to be in that arena with the singers and the rappers because we already know what happens when you sign those deals and what you want to do. Now he wants to go ahead and make his money with freedom of speech. He want to say whatever he wants to because he has more of a variety to do it there. Versus when you're rapping and you can't get this album to get cut because the things that you don't said on it. But when you say some funny stuff on stage, oh, that's gonna float. So yeah, he wants to go into that arena. But we see that the comedians is not allowing him to. I want to say, family, that is a form of handling. That is handling. That is handling in a mass. Bullying is another form of handling. You bully someone out of where the direction they're supposed to be going. That is a form of handling. So we're seeing handling all around us, family. We just have to know how to depict what it is and how it's being done.
Very excellent point, Baba.
And, after the whole Will and Chris Rock thing, and then all the comedians standing up for Chris Rock, as I expressed personally before Spirit came down, and saying, well, perhaps it was a bully being stood up to.
Absolutely. And I would also like to say the only people that I really see participating in humiliation rituals to get to another level is our melanated people. And when I see other races participate in humiliation rituals, is when they want to get out.
Mm.
Like Britney Spears when she wanted to get out. Also, what is it? Anna Nicole Richie. What happened to her? What happened to Tequila? Tequila. Okay, when it comes to those other races, we see that they get put through humiliation rituals when they're ready to leave the entertainment film industry Okay, and I see a lot of our people get put through humiliation rituals, like the baby. He just went through some humiliation a couple of months ago. T.I. is now experiencing some humiliation as he's wanting to step into another arena. I believe, I believe this is my theory with Will Smith.
I was gonna say also, who's the richest woman now? What's her name?
Rihanna, y'all need to
Rihanna.
speak on her name because they still speaking on Beyonce and Nicki Minaj like Rihanna hasn't made it as the only
Rihanna.
female melanated billionaire when it comes to music.
But then she had to get a black eye and get smacked up and all this stuff too.
Yes, she did go through humiliation ritual a couple years ago. She had to go through that to reach another level in height. I say that, thank you for that point, because she should be spoken on a lot more. She has reached a very big height that she needs support from our community from, and not just because she's being ratchet and twerking and arguing with people online and on her song and her lyrics.
None of that.
But we have Will Smith, who's now banned from the Academy for 10 years. I personally believe, this is just my belief, I haven't contacted the spirit on behalf of this petty matter. I personally believe that was a humiliation ritual for him wanting to move into movie writing and producing, as he got Bel Air out now, and how he's wanting to get more respect from his off the screen jobs and positions he holds. You know, I believe that's what he chose to do at the Oscars after receiving that Oscar and now being banned.
Okay, so they're saying Twitter been on it. Yeah, well, we haven't been seeing it on any other platform, family. And I want to say this too. With what's his name? Kanye West. Kanye West had to come out because Forbes had released a statement how he had finally reached a billion. He had to correct Forbes and say, "Excuse me, but I reached over a billion. I'm actually worth more than Jay-Z." And no one knew for the longest.
For the longest, no one.
Everyone kept saying Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Jay-Z being the
Beyonce, the
richest,
richest.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. And y'all wasn't giving credit to no one else.
Yes. China D stated he's lost so much over that one decision. He should. It's a lesson learned. It's at this point, it's more than a lesson learned because he's been in this industry longer than some of us been alive. So that was a humiliation ritual. He had to humiliate his name and everything he worked hard for a reason. As this is a lesson he's learned over the years.
Mhm.
Will Smith.
Oh yeah, Will. Oh yeah.
She said it's a lesson learned from the decision he made. This wasn't just a decision he made. He's not a small time BC actor.
Mm-mm.
This is an A-list actor. That means that he has say so or what other people can be on movies with him. That means he could deny or approve a movie deal depending on who else is on the list. He has status to where he doesn't have to make decisions to learn a lesson. This was purposely done on behalf of his hill because of the sacrifices they have to pay
Right.
when they're in that industry. How do we know these things? Because we are family members of the group Silk, who's a multi-platinum award-winning group. So we have people in the industry that we have to sit and listen to what they're going
It's cringe,
through.
brother. And they scared. They don't want no one going into the industry.
They're scared for people to make it big now. So we're over here doing our work like, ooh, let's do our work. Let's work our mojo. So as much as there's human sacrifices, the people think that's only for people in the entertainment industry. That's
Character sacrifices. The one thing that you all gonna say about Will's character, because we're not gonna get into this subject again. Spirit said what they said. We're gonna let them say what they said. But real quick though, we're gonna speak on Iwa Pole. Iwa Pole, good character. My mother just spoke about it the other day, speaking with me, because it was something I always spoke on as a child. May my work speak for me. May my character speak for me. For whatever I may be going through emotionally in the moment, may my character speak for me. Now, one thing we can say about this young man's character is we don't know much of him fighting, much of him doing anything publicly like that. Not even cursing on the rap album. He has came out with many songs, getting jiggy with it. Y'all don't forget about it now. Get jiggy with it. And yes, he is known as the black rapper who has never cursed in his albums. I don't know if you all know about this. So for his character to be shown cursing aloud, where everyone can hear it, and the microphones were turned up just enough so that they could hear him, just enough. We already know that this was a systematically planned. This is what we call handling. See, family, we have to understand what handling looks like when you are being told to do something that is against your destiny, against your character. That is why we say Iwa Pwele, good character. Good character is gonna speak for you. Now, you can take that with someone else. Oh, and you know that character is probably known for going to jail, probably known for getting stuff like hell. But also on DMX. Let DMX have been there at the Oscars. I would expect him to be cursing. Keep my wife name out the mouth. I would expect that. That's his character. He gonna get right with you. He gangbang on bacon. So we have to understand before we can start playing into the game, family. Watch the handlers. They just want you to see Pinocchio, but watch Geppetto. Watch Geppetto, family. He's the real show, not Pinocchio.
Family, I believe we are ready. We got 16 minutes to the cutoff. Manisha again, come on up here for these.
I know, right? Taking her sweet time coming on up here. I told this girl don't be playing games tonight. I told her.
Family, how y'all doing out there? We see y'all quiet. Y'all chilling on this Monday. It's okay. Y'all know y'all would hate for us to come in on a Monday and just be chill and just sit over here all quiet.
Y'all know we're going to come with the wrong messages. I do pray. I do pray for the love. I do pray.
Thank you.
Ricardo. Oh, I got it. I'm in trouble. These girls want to kill me, but they bad man still leaving. I say, oh, I got it. I'm in trouble. These guys want to kill me, but they bad man still leaving. So
she said she finally here. It took you forever. You just gonna let spirit speak and speak till you finally made your way up here. Huh? What you mean you been up here? We thank you so much, y'all. She don't been in the house for a long time, so she ain't new. But those who ain't seen her in a while. Miss China D. Domination has been in the house for quite a while. She already know how spirit gets down. I do pray. We pray all has been well with you. Cannot wait to get back in the inbox with you as well. I said.
When I Ricardo shut down Colorado, then we shut down Malay and just coming coast. I sang about champagne over the rose.
Yeah, definitely gotta see this one in the inbox. I'm about to ask her, where you been at in class? I'm like, oh, that's right.
Right, and the class is still offered to the public, but because it says biblical studies, they don't believe that's a class they should invest in. It's when we start having those candle blessing classes, all the classes, not knowing it's a biblical studies class that's gonna give them the understanding of why that works, or why they can do everything else.
I do believe family who has taken the biblical class, who are actually live right now, can let you know that they already learned some things about their own natural gifts just from the first 3 chapters of Genesis. They have already tapped into their own personal gifts and manifesting and using them as we're speaking. I should echo to everyone who is actually taking their journey that much serious.
That modeling school has been having her busy. She thought she was going to be just posing and taking pictures. She have work and events and always attending. She's missed us all.
Oh, look at you there now, model girl. I said, Ekushe. Make sure we get some model pictures now.
All right.
Is this one Juju wasted? We're going to have to get this one Juju wasted. You got the promoting Juju waist big while you modeling.
Yes, if you like to model for HOK, hit us up. Okay. Now these messages are coming. Life path number 1. Are you?
I know it's been a while, right? I believe it's a life path number 1.
Thank you. Now, yeah, messages are already coming.
Look,
Ms. Dominisha got.
there was a government-funded education grant
They want to let you know that there is a thank you. They said there is a bitter spirit seeping in. Okay, so you have some unresolved issues that you have not taken the time to finish processing and healing from. They're saying there's a bitter spirit that is seeping in, and they want you to deal with that energy before you start to become vengeful and malice and vindictive. Okay, meaning that there will be other people in life that comes across you and make mistakes. There will be other people in life, as you are number one, waiting on for you to confirm now on your end, as you're learning lessons and as you were speaking on Will learning his lesson. When it comes to you learning lessons, a lot of those lessons are going to have to be learned from others learning lessons as well. Okay, and a lot of those moments learning lessons look like making mistakes, and because they're lessons learned, you have to remove anything that would lead up to having a vindictive or vengeful or malice spirit. They said these traits are within the bloodline. There's not much you have to do to wake these dragons up. Okay, these are energies that have been suppressed and lie dormant throughout the years after watching certain adults in your family and not liking the way they move, not liking why they make certain decisions that they do, not liking how they may choose to do certain things. They want to let you know that's because those energies was live wire. They were triggered from almost every situation. The vindictive, the malice, the vengeful spirits was triggered through almost every not so good or not so happy situation. So they want to let you know as you're going toward and heading towards fame and fortune, they want you to watch out for the energies that may be triggering energies that are suppressed within your own bloodline, within the cells or the wombs, or when you was coming through your DNA of your people. Okay, things that they were experiencing at those times. They want to let you know how the enemy wants to trick you and make you vindictive and make you want to get back at those who may not know what they're doing. They want to let you know that this is going to be a distraction on your journey. So as you're reaching higher heights, look out for energies that come to make you vindictive, the energies that come to make you want to get back or prove a point to people or check people or put people in their place, especially when it comes to checking other people's egos. They want to let you know the only thing that could check an ego is spirit. So moving within ego to check an ego will always bring irritation, aggravation, frustration. They also speaking on more water, putting more water in your diet to cool your insides. Okay, not sure she has a Shango energy that walks with her, but they're speaking on a temperamental, being temperamental, knowing how to cool your own temper, as you're going to have a lot of experiences that you must go through this lifetime as a number one. So these experiences are supposed to be experienced and felt versus your anger being triggered, your irritation being triggered. More water in your diet, and I also speaking on more forgiveness, becoming more like oil, so water can repel, so other people energies can repel off of you versus you absorb it like a sponge.
Ooh. I say high five on this one right here
Right.
because as that was a lot within a little. A lot of your family tuning in or in the middle of a
Alafia.
reading. Uh, do know that the entire time I was hearing those messages and getting messages over here, I was hearing that bitter spirit because you
Mm.
have had men that come across you, not in this lifetime, but in your past lifetime, take advantage of you. You've had a lot of men come and take advantage of you, and they're letting you know that you're dealing with that spirit of already on the accusation of that's what they're coming in to do. As a number one, you are being given a fresh start. You're being given a fresh start. That means you have to allow others to have a fresh start just as well.
Ashe.
And this is what's going to eradicate that bitter spirit because you're already thinking that these men are coming to taking advantage of you. You already have them on pins and needles and eggshell. Now, the entire time I'm like, wow, this is like a relationship reading, but we understand this is more so messages you're needing for your personal walk as well.
Mm.
That's why I can't wait to see you in the inbox because it gets pretty personal in
Right.
the inbox.
Right.
So definitely want to get that bitterness spirit away from you and having you think that all men are coming to take advantage of you. Because some of these men, unfortunately are gonna come and take advantage of you. But only if you don't get what you're not supposed, only if you don't get what you're supposed to get out of the relationship yourself. And it's not always a material thing, or it's not always an emotional thing. It may be learning experience.
Yes.
And maybe you may have to pay a little something for this learning experience.
Yes.
So when we're not picking up the experiences that we are getting in life, then yes, we feel as if we are being taken advantage of. But is it looked at the other way? As the other person came to come give, but you didn't take the experience, but you was willing to pay for something. But when the experience came to you, oh, this isn't what I paid for. They want you not to be so quick to pay for things. I say, don't be so quick to pay for things. Don't be so quick to pick up the check. They want you to know how to be pampered.
That's true. Enjoy the experience.
That experience.
As a number one, there's a lot of experiences that your emotions may have you blocking. We recommend you to, yes, Spirit, advise you because they're still speaking. And there's so much we could keep going. That's
I
why
can't wait to get in the inbox
that's why
with
we
this one.
ask family. For those who don't know why we ask family to go to the inbox, because as natural mediums and initiated priests, we could sit for hours and let spirit talk to just one person. It's not hard to have a 6, 7, 8 hour show. It's hard to have a 1 hour, a 30-minute, 2 hour show. That's what's hard for HOK. It's not hard for spirit to talk to someone for hours about what they need to know. So as we're hearing spirit not stopping, and there's more people booking, and more people need to get messages, that's when we start to go into, okay, can you book in the inbox? Can you book another reading? Because this allows us to let spirit hear that you're gonna go make time to hear the rest of the messages they have from you. Because when y'all come in, y'all may have just a little time or may not have that much money, but spirit's not looking at that. Spirit is only looking at what you need to know. Okay, spirit they don't have nothing to do with what energy we're asking to be exchanged for what they're about to come down and tell. So when we get to those moments where you hear it say, okay, see us in the inbox, that's because spirit is not hushing, and we're not gonna tell spirit to shut up because we want messages. How else we gonna get messages? So that's why we say help us out, family. As we do offer many readings, we're doing our best to discern and to chop this message down, and that brings us so much more. So China, because we can't be obedient, we can't be disobedient to spirit, would recommend you to book the holistic counseling and therapy sessions as well as a spiritual consultation. You could get a full life reading. They say, you need an ancestral reading. They know you do that. They say you will make time for that. But when it comes to your personal affairs, okay, so we won't spend another 45 minutes.
I know, right?
Speaking on your personal affairs.
Spirit, this is a lot now. I heard you come with all the messages. Right. You got more messages on my end. Come on now, y'all. And that's because this one's been how long? It's been how long since we had this one in the inbox with us?
That's why godchildren get told monthly check-in. So it won't be so much to.
I mean, this one is needing to become a godchild. I know I've spoken on that before.
Okay. I believe Miss Dominica got her message. Love, this is not all your messages. They just want to let you know. Isn't that we're not talking about something bad going on. Everyone knows we do not use fear to motivate in our house. Nothing scary, nothing negative. It's the time thing. They're speaking on time. You have a lot of messages built up because of how much time you've had to sit to listen to spirit, even on your own end, after you said your own prayers, after you lit your own candles. How much time did you make to hear what spirit want to say unto you on behalf of what you said unto spirit, what you asked spirit? Okay, so when we say there's messages from you in the inbox, that doesn't mean there's negative messages that we can't say on live. That means that there's many messages that you have not made time to sit and receive. It happened to you before. This beautiful God child.
Number 9 and number 1 over here. Number 9, like, oh no, it don't happen, girl. Let me tell you. Live lifetime. Go ahead. Live 9 lifetimes. You'll see. Don't you let them pile up. You let that happen. Woo! It's a catch up.
I think I learned my lesson, 3 months ago? 3 months ago, I probably went 2 months without a reading. I try to get mine on the full moons, and I will never do that again because it wasn't just my ancestors that came down. It was a couple of spirits that came down to speak. And for those who have never seen your Omi scared or frightened or and snot no tears, scared, ready to run out of room, come sit for one of my readings. Okay? Because Baba readings in person transform to a whole nother person when the camera ain't on. Let's just say that. You gotta catch up. I usually get mine on full moon.
Yes,
See, we just said thank you.
And she learned. She did learn. Because we're never wrong. Spirit is never off. It's when you all come back, dang. I remember that last message. I believe if I would have caught a message in between that, I would have been able to catch it a lot better. And I wouldn't have been in this position I'm in now. I would have just listened, blah, blah, blah. And this one right here, Miss Kenya Johnson, she's a great reader herself.
An excellent reader, yes. When she's comfortable, don't bombard her. Don't bombard. Congratulations, our baby mama. But when she's comfortable, this is another reader that y'all need to go to. When I say this is another gifted one. They have a crew of gifted ones that has been blessed with that gift of prophecy and messaging, okay, and interpretation. You got Kenya Johnson, Julie Centron, Kishana Edwards. There's other readers in the house. We're waiting for you all to sit with us so we can sit with y'all. But when it comes to vouching, our name means a lot to us because our parents work for our name that we get to stand on, and we put in our own work. So for us to vouch for these, when we say Kenya Johnson has to give, she has to give. Don't play with these people that come in here and spend their hard-earned money. It's for a reason. Let's believe these people already done read the shit. They just coming to get confirmations.
And yeah, man, we can't wait for another village trip. You already know we should have been holding our harmony.
Yeah, I would say, do you not think us and Harmony need the chest, the ma'am? What?
We knew you wasn't a mama when you was doubting that you was a mama. We knew all of this, so you know that's our harmony. You please take care of her.
You weren't the only one preparing for that baby because we was in this house preparing
up all night
for that. Yeah, ask Baba how much sleep was had in this house when you went into labor.
No.
Them people, your room phone kept ringing.
They knew HOK was calling. Yes, HOK.
The nurse knew. Yeah, the whole hospital knew. I was like, I don't understand. She sleep. We need to hear updates, vital records.
Can you put the phone by her so I know?
We breathe.
I don't trust you. What's your name? When did you clock in?
I was so upset that I couldn't make it. Your Baba had to calm me down. I just couldn't believe, as godparents, how we couldn't be near because of the fucking COVID they had coming on. Yes, we was calling.
We was calling.
Your Baba telling me to chill, calm down, everything okay. I said, I know it is. That's why we calling. That's why, because we know it's okay. They're gonna answer this third one they answered. Your sister answered. Actually, we ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna move on forward to the reading. We're doing our best to make the next one. I know that much. Not relying on AI this time. If I gotta go ahead and get my midwife, doula, license that's already been passed down our family. They got a long line of family members doing that. I will.
I was like, well, I need a membership. Get like a 6-month membership just to be a doula.
Well, we got what we need to be, the doula, the midwife, the mid-husband. We'll do it.
I could be a mid-husband.
We'll do it. We will do it, family. If that's what y'all need from HOK, let us know. Cause I know I ain't gonna do nothing but call that one of the greatest doulas that ever lived in her lifetime and ask for her to embody me. Come on, mama, let's get this done.
I'll be that baby's pappy. I've been waiting in the living room smoking a cigar. Is this what mid-husbands do? Yes, this is what mid-husbands do. We sit and we smoke cigars and we chit-chat till the baby's out. You need that. That's what's needed. As the midwives, y'all got other things that y'all doing in there. We mid-husbands, we know what we're doing. We coming with a bottle of scotch.
Taking a shot with the fathers.
Fine Cuban. I'm gonna just go find other fathers who just been stressing out. I don't even know them, but we're gonna meet each other today. And your father, congratulations. Got a cigar for you.
She said, I'm sorry, but keep going.
You know, that's what many husbands do.
Oh, she said, you don't need no doula license. It's doulas out here with no license. Well, I've been a doula since 3. Hold up. Wait a minute. All the things my mama done made me read and look up in her big blue books that was speaking on midwifery, hood, and doulaship. I done read all 18 articles of that.
I want a personal sticker tat that says mid husband. I actually want people to know my title when I come in there.
We want to let them know we're verified, so we'll pay for some papers.
Yeah,
we would.
I gotta make it myself. Get it notarized.
We'll pay for the notary. Okay.
$1.25. I got that.
So we can get that respect walking in. Y'all may think we playing, but we dead ass serious.
Coming in with my scrubs.
Dead ass. Ain't COVID pissed me the fuck off when I found out I couldn't visit people having babies. For those who don't know, I'm Omo Yemaja. That's one of my most funnest times, I believe, on this journey. Okay, family. Serious tips. So yes, look out for HOK helping y'all birth them babies. Since we reading all these babies, shout out to HOK. We just read another baby. Got that confirmation this week. We have another baby on the way in the HOK. 2 weeks ago, we got another confirmation of another baby on the way in the HOK.
Confirmations when it comes to children. Perhaps family don't know, but we're gonna have to start posting those reviews.
I will get on it. Yes.
Definitely, as we have the Juju Wasted, we have the Ancestral, we have so many different reviews for different categories of readings. When it comes to children and spirit coming down into this realm, HOK has been on it, has been shocking the parents themselves.
Family, we have read over 15 babies coming into this realm. We stopped counting after our 15th baby. We got a message saying what you all said was right. No, excuse me. We have another baby. We just got confirmed last week. Don't know if the mothers are wanting us to say their names, but last week, you know, we got that confirmation. And then this week, so that's 3 babies we have confirmed within 3 weeks, family.
Yep.
She said, y'all definitely told her she was having a baby, and boom.
Boom. That's what we do. Oh, no, ma'am.
Then you said you wasn't finished, and what happened?
Boom.
What? So if you get that message from HOK, don't you shoot the messenger? No way. If you're being told that baby's on the way, just get prepared, because HOK don't play. Woo! Hey. All right, we feel y'all other mothers over there getting nervous. Listen.
Everybody go, oh Lord, please.
And don't think it got nothing to do with a reading. We will call you. Let me have a dream. You will get a phone call. You ain't got to book no reading to find out.
You'd be like, wow. Really, God, mama, you called to tell me this? It'll be next week. Wow, God, mama, you was right. Oh, my God. Yes, I know.
All right. We needed that time. Oh, is Dominisha Gant still in here? They got another message for her.
Oh, Lord, they're not going to stop.
I tried. Kenya, we tried. Miss China D, if you still in here, let us know. And if you're gone, well, I'll just make our spirit bring it up. Let me see her again if she's not in here. But Dominisha Gant, let us know if you're still in here. Miss China D, spirit is bringing another message.
Maybe one of them wants to come in and give her a message and leave when they gone.
Yeah, I believe so. All right, if so, go Kenya. Family, we have reached that cutoff. We will be opening up the speed round afterwards. She gone? All righty, let's go.
Thank you, ma'am. She gone. She gone. Allow that spirit to pass. Allow mine to come down.
Okay. Spirit is speaking on you. Number 9, to be around more pregnant women. Also, they want you to take care of your digestive health. They're wanting you to eat foods. It's going to help you. It help your digestive tract. It help you go bowel movement. I know this is TMI, but they say this is serious. This is on behalf of your health. You are needing to load easier. You are needing to go easier. Okay? They want you to pay attention to how you're able to go, and they want you to eat foods that assist your digestive tract. They want you to be mindful of how many spicy foods you eat. They want to let you know that that's they want to let you know that that's this is yours. This is yours. This is yours. They want you around more pregnant women, women that are pregnant. They want you eating foods for your digestive system, so your digestive system is not as strained when it comes to digesting.
She was told years ago about being around other pregnant women and mothers in the church
Yes,
before
you
she
was.
had got pregnant. That was an ancestral reading. I remember that message.
Yes, before you got pregnant, you received messages to be around more mothers and more mothers of the church,
More aunties.
more aunties. Okay, so you need to be around more women, not only that just have children, but that are carrying children and that have children as well. So this is a follow-up message for messages you already got before while you were asking was these hers or yours. This is how you could discern as a reader if these are your messages, because they sound very similar to your other messages that had came in the past. They're needing you around more mothers. They're talking about a group of mothers, not one-on-one time. But they're talking about a circle, a group of. There's an energy that's there when there's more than one mother's present. Okay, there's an energy there that's healing for the womb. Okay, that's energy from those other wombs being activated. That's healing for your womb. You need to be around more womb carriers, more women that are carrying in the womb. That's gonna help you not be so stressed out with you and yours.
Maybe having those with the pregnant women with the breathing classes with
Those.
other pregnant women. That's
Thank
why they
you.
have them.
That's why they have those classes. Thank you, Baba. Those classes where all the other pregnant women learning how to breathe. Those push classes. Even though those classes may not need it, you're around other women that are carrying. Okay, so you want to reach out to some of those events, some of those classes, to get in those circles, to get in those groups, and physically be around them. Not just online, not just in groups, not just in Facebook groups, but physically be in these groups. Spicy foods, they want you to turn down spicy foods. They want to let you know it's heating up your blood. Okay, foot soaks. They're wanting you to soak your feet. Soak your feet and feet scrubs. Be mindful of your feet. Be mindful of stress headaches. Be mindful of the level of stress that you're bringing yourself and it causing you headaches. So that means you're gonna have to look at situations and decide if you really want to make it a big deal or not. If you can afford to give the energy you would want to give to it at another, if you wasn't in this situation. Okay. Also, they said don't make no plans to take on anything by yourself. Okay, they don't want you to learn any unhealthy habits during this time. And unhealthy habits may be putting things on yourself that your body doesn't need more of. Okay, so during this time, they don't want you to take on anything. If you're going to be taking it on by yourself, you're going to be needing assistance. You're going to be needing. They said always make sure you got someone around. Don't try to be to yourself too often. That was another reasons of why we had midwives, to have someone that was available that could be around, um, regardless of what the mother may be needing or need to get done, so she won't have to do so much on her physical self.
Actually, when it came to that spicy message, I was seeing it was the black pepper. You're intaking. They said a lot of black pepper, and that's doing something to the lining of your stomach. Be careful. I believe that was the digestive message that you were getting. As you're getting message, they're shooting over. I'm like, trying to keep on to them. So I wanted to make that one very clear. Also with the mothers, they're asking this one to get aligned with the other mothers' pregnancies. As the same thing with the women in the menstrual, as they align. Same thing with pregnancy. It's always good to go around women who's probably been pregnant around the same time as you've been pregnant. This allows the pregnancy to go a lot easier
Yes.
rather than being around a lot of people who are going through other feelings and emotions and things like this. This is going to cause a more ease pregnancy for you.
I see.
This is why they had all the women in one area when they was going through certain issues that they was going through, or certain times of the month, or certain pregnancies. They would have all the women gathered together to make it easier. They do not want you to be alone as you were getting messages. Do not take on anything alone. That means even being pregnant.
I should do that. Foot mask. They said get some foot mask and put your feet in foot mask. People don't understand how many toxins are pulled through the feet, how many toxins are released through the feet when it comes to the body purging and detoxing. Okay, so dude, they want you to put more healing towards your feet, more foot soaks, more foot masks. Okay, whether it's you can come up with your own foot mask and they become a part of your market. You're hearing spirits say how important there are, as we got face masks, they got belly masks for the pregnant woman. Also, foot mask is needed. Okay, so a lot of this message had to do with your health. A lot of these messages have to do with your health. So we're gonna be on you. Because there's not any message that you done got from this house that did not come true. So we're gonna be looking at foods that assist with the digestive tract. Gonna be around more women, more pregnant women. We're gonna take on less stress. Not gonna do much alone. We're gonna be alone as least as possible. And we're going to move towards more foot care and taking care of the feet.
So,
Actually, and they said find drinks that you like, find different shakes and smoothies that you like, things that are like, cool that will cool the inside, but won't make you feel, sick or anything. I try out different shakes and smoothies. Those natural sweeteners will help keep your mood stable.
help you with the digestive tract. And if these messages are not relating to what you're going through currently, know how the future works.
Yes, we know how those messages go.
I remember having a talk with this one about the shakes.
Really?
And I told her more water with the shakes.
Oh yeah.
That was this goddaughter.
Oh,
She
my
didn't know why
goodness.
Baba was saying these things until she came back and said, "Oh, I know why."
Well, that came up this time. Digestive shakes. Get the right ones.
And much water flushing yourself.
Yes.
Uh huh.
Ginger. They say add ginger to your diet. I should. Anything else there? Well, let me not ask. Keep
Well,
going.
yeah. Right. Miss Johnson, Miss Ia Harmony, are you still with us?
Yeah, there
I
you
think because every time I think she's not answering back, I just swear she over there whooping ass.
Please don't be over there whooping
No,
nobody.
you know that Yama Josh Shango just and then what? Oh Lord. Okay, there she go. We got hearts from her. Okay, I know. I get scared. I don't know for you or Harmony. I know who getting roughed up over there. I just know.
Already be keeping with her though.
My goddaughter don't play no games. And then I know my goddaughter don't play no games. So it's like, I pray for both of y'all. Okay.
Oh my god. Y'all gotta see Kia and Mommy Mo. It is the most funniest.
You wouldn't know, right? She's like, I thought she was waking up. I was about to put her back down. Choco, she thought she was waking up. She thought she was having a nap. Mama went in there, gave her the look up. Heads in bed. Heads, thought she was waking up. Heads in beds. That's that mother right there, y'all. That is that mother right there.
Oh my goodness, Papa. Oh
Thought you was waking up. Alafia, You thought wrong,
God.
Harmony.
Why you gotta come in the midst of me hooping, holler, laughing? It's not me. It was the joke Baba was making.
Wasn't even no joke. Telling real life stories over here. Telling real life stories.
It's Baba in Kenya, actually. He said, yep, I was gonna put her right back to sleep.
See, I already know. I told y'all, families. Told y'all. I told y'all. She is that mama. You want some water? You want some night? Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on.
I love it. I love it. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe when we got put on hold. So Harmony could get chastised. And I'm like, Harmony,
she came back and said, now y'all heard me warn her, right? I'm like, ma'am. She don't even speak yet. Can't be talking about y'all heard me warn her. We praying for her. Harmony, please listen to your mama.
Yeah, do not play with your ear.
Not
the one.
Not playing. She don't duke it out with elders in the middle of the night. Trust me, she ready for you. She is ready for you.
The EIVs are pitch black at night.
Trust me, we know how this one can handle up.
Oh my God.
I'm so proud of you.
Number 9, almost shut go. We gonna put a Botanica in the house. That's what we gonna do for Harmony, okay? We gonna make sure a Botanica is set up, please.
And now she got a teammate coming too. Oh. I'm gonna have to go visit real fast.
Please, Baba, please visit your goddaughter.
Real fast.
Okay. Why do I feel like it's somebody else's message next? What's y'all out there doing, family? Who? Spend some all right. Next person. Next. Who's next?
That was it, family.
Something next.
Oh, because you were gonna open up the speed round for family.
Got it. Thank you, Spirit. That's y'all out there. Okay, we're in the speed round open. Family speed round will be open from. Let's say it's 12:20. Okay, for 10 minutes from 12:20 to 12:30.
All right.
Speak. She said, "Ain't no next person."
Number 9 over here. Ain't no next. I was the last. I made sure of that. I booked at 11:59 on purpose. So anyone else came behind me. Problems. You can't book after the cutoff time. I know because I was the last one to book. That's number 9.
They said she needs to camera.
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get you the rest of your messages in the inbox, Kenya. Which I'm glad you got this message. Now, family speed round messages are for quick messages. It's gonna be speed round. Minimum $7 donations, okay? Or quick messages during the speed round. Speed round will close at 12:30.
Oh, sure. All right, family, y'all ready?
Rain or shine, the way you hold me down. Hold my hand, baby girl, hold my hand. When she is the fine, will you be my ride or die? And we no go die, baby we'll only fly. I want this shadow, give me a love shadow. Look up the shadow. Before we know, kiss with me shadow. Talk to me better. I want to hold you better. I love you. Hold me down, touch my skin. Will you hold me down? Hold me down, I wish I scared to. Hold me down. Hold me down, I wish I scared to. Will you hold me down?
All right.
Hold me down.
Many messages for you. Yeah, basically, they want to let you know that it's okay. They've seen the injustice that's been done. They've seen the injustice that's been done that you know about, you may not know about. The things that they thought that was going on behind your back. Do not pause anything on your journey to lift any finger to check any injustice. They want to let you know all that is being done. Do not stop anything on your journey. They want to let you know that everything that has been done, that has caused a heartache, that has caused a grievance, that has caused an offense to you or your ancestors being checked in real time. You don't have to ask, you don't have to stress, you don't have to worry about when. If anything, don't be a witness to it. You don't know anything. You don't know what's going on. You ain't got nothing to do with it because God and your ancestors handled it. You ain't have to light a candle. You ain't have to speak on it. You don't even have to cry over it. They want to let you know they're watching everything that you know and don't know about it, and they are getting to it.
Ashe, Oshatura, speak the truth, state the facts, and the deities shall fight for you. Manny. Also, yes, Shango, truth and justice. They want you to always know speaking the facts, not emotions. Stating the truth, not the emotions. And truly and surely, everything that is being done wrong to you is going to get done right. But be careful of how you are speaking, not emotionally, Shango. Make sure that these are things that are correct. Shango stands and walk with you very, very heavy. Do know justice is for the family. You have always gotten justice. As you stated earlier, Obatala. Obatala is needed. Work more with your Obatala in that case. Be more in whites.
Ekushé for your many messages. The great ear. Family, 5 more minutes for the speed round.
I said until they book, I want to go ahead and stay for harmony as well. Please make sure that she is in the whites as much. She's your test. She's gonna test you. She's gonna test your limits. If you don't want the test to be so heavy, so hard by Babaloya, the taskmaster, keep her cool so that she does not test your patience so much. I say your anger has been being tested. Your patience is being tested. Your gangster is being tested, and you're not used to your gangster being tested.
She tests you every day. A Batala is needed. They're speaking on a Batala candle. We will make that for you. Definitely know a Batala bath is needed. Definitely get this to you. So Batala, more whites.
Yep.
More whites, more white things in the home, more white covers, more white sheets. Okay, like your rags that you're washing up with, your loofahs, whatever it may be. Let's start moving towards more white items. Okay. More white towels. That's how we keep those energies at bay. But as women, especially as number 9, because we've lived so many lifetimes and carried so many energies, but we walk with the warriors. And our ancestors are warrior ancestors that come from warrior tribe. Especially when it comes from our father lines, we have to know that our father's going to have a protection over us in the spirit. As much as we wanted that comfort physically from them and wanted to see them physically, we can never doubt the ashe or the covering or the protection that we're given. Okay? That we're naturally given by birth, our birthright. We're all born with spiritual guides, spiritual protectors. Okay? So as women and as number 9s, we don't have to try to fill that void There's no void. They're there. The warriors, those ancestors, those there, those men that walk with us as women, they're there. We do not have to play their role. We do not have to imitate who we want them to be in our lives. We can continue to live our destiny and walk our journey, and they will be there. They will be present. God may not be there when you want him, but he always on time.
Always. Her testing you is not for you to bring out your masculine energy. Her testing you is to see how you handle it in your feminine energy. Not just harmony, other people in your life. This is not only going to be put on harmony. Like it's going to be blaming my God baby. She's asleep. This is for other people coming to your life, goddaughter. How they are testing you is for a reason. It's how you're going to handle it. As a female general, as a female almost Shango, how are you going to deal with it in a female form, in a woman form? As we're learning in Genesis, female and woman were two different things. Let me correct myself. How are you going to do it as a woman, not as a man?
You needed this. As your work is done, this is definitely needed for your spirit to hear. They want to let you know you do so much. You do not take the time out to congratulate yourself. And the struggle does not like just working hard and not enjoying his hard work. So when those moments come to enjoy, don't let the stresses of life make you feel like you can't truly enjoy it. Enjoy it. They may come spontaneously. They may come randomly, unplanned. Enjoy it when it does come because it's already been paid for. That's why. The work has already been put towards to enjoy it. The hard work has already been done to enjoy. The sacrifices has already been made to enjoy. So when good times do come, that you may not know what has been done to render, know that that price has already been paid.
That's right.
I've enjoyed this life with family.
Beautiful, beautiful message. I don't know who this message is for, but this is being thrown out there. Please receive it if this is for you. Do not overpay when your debts are already paid. Do not overpay. Don't pay for debts or you believe that's going to be racked up after you. So you're going to go ahead and start to overpay. No, pay your debts and move forward. Pay your debts and move forward to the next debt. Do not try to put over and over amounts on just one debt. Finish it and go move forward. You're wasting too much time. There are many debts to clear. There are many debts to get through. There are many things to handle. Do not waste your time on just one debt. Do not overpay. It's like playing spades. For those who do not know how to play spades, you better learn if you're going to play with a spade player. Do not get too many books.
Not overbook.
Do not overbook. Know exactly what you are calling, get it, and then move forward. Next round. Be careful of so much artificial lighting. Try to get yourself as much natural light in this season as possible. Do not be so, they want to say, do not be so stuck in eating the same way. Change your way of eating. Eat more light as the season is changing. Find yourself eating more fruits, drinking more water. The sun is going to be taking a lot more sweat from you. So yes, you're going to have to hydrate yourself. So of course that would make sense. Spirit is not going to be off. Work on hydrating you yourselves during this time. Do not eat so much heavy starches. Do not eat so much heavy meats during this time. Do not eat so much heavy food, slowing you down during this time. This is the time where you are supposed to be mobile. You are supposed to be active right now.
This is a season to be active, to be mobile. A lot of sweat will be produced with that mobility, being out in that sun, in this climate, in this weather, as the seasons are changing. So do know that our diet was always a makeup of from our DNA, our terrain, and our climate, as well as the season. Meaning in the wintertime, there's a whole nother diet available versus the springtime. Don't have access to the same food items as you do in the winter. Okay, so that means we shouldn't be still eating the same things we ate in winter in the spring, in summer. That would just dilute it to common sense on an awakening journey. That's how important it is. We got to move to our diet, our climate, and the season that has become common sense now as we're becoming wiser, more awake, and elevating. As we elevate, we got to know that this is common sense now. We got to move on to the next higher knowledge. Eating to live should not be our most highest knowledge right now. That means we are lacking, we are behind. That should be common sense. Eating with the seasons. Your body's gonna take what is being grown for that season.
Ashe.
Oh, I love your black tie. Yes, you made it,
Alafia,
girl.
alafia.
We've been on for 2 hours now.
Ashe, definitely family want to watch your diet intake during this time. Also, I got another message for family out there. Please widen your variety in knowledge. Please widen your variety in knowledge and wisdom. Please, if you are stuck in one piece of knowledge, move on to the next. If you feel like it's if you got a lot of knowledge from that area, lifetime holds so much knowledge and wisdom and information. You cannot obtain it all in one lifetime. So no, you cannot all obtain it just in one area. For those who are stuck in your hotep and you want to learn about your Egyptology and all of these things, please move forward. Do not stay stuck. For those who are into the Bible and want to just read just the Bible, sorry, you're not going to understand it by just reading the Bible. As we are Bible based, we learn our knowledge and wisdom from so many books, so many religions, so many cultures, being having to dip in and dip out and not stay stuck with one. So many camps. So please widen your variety and knowledge and wisdom. Please do not stay stuck into one form of belief. This is for all of those who are on a spiritual journey and think there is only one route to the spiritual awakening journey. No, you're going to find yourself dibbling and dabbling in each and everything. You cannot be into the Bible and not be an Egyptologist as well. Sorry. You're going to have to understand Egypt time as well. And yes, you're going to have to learn some Greekism. So yeah, you're going to have to learn about some of these Greek gods and what they were doing up in there in Rome. You're going to have to learn about Babylon. You're going to have to learn about Assyria. You're going to have to learn about these different cultures. So do not stay stuck on just learning one thing, because we were a people who travel. But all of those who are having their awakening experience and feel as if there's only going to be one clear shot to how you're going to get this awakening journey. No, it is not. You are going to have to widen your variety and knowledge and wisdom. That means opening up more than just one book, being able to have an attention span for just more than one chapter or one subject or whatever I'm feeling I want to learn, because I want to use this part of my magic or this part of my gift. So I'm going to study up on this. Please understand that you may want to look up on what your enemies can do, not only what you can do. You want to know, oh snap, I can't do this, but they doing this. They cloning people. I may want to research on this. I may not be able to clone, but they are. Ooh, I might not be poisoning the water, but they are. Please learn other than what you want to learn. Learn as much as you can and do not limit yourself, because that is going to drive you crazy as well. As some may say, oh, going to different cultures and things like this. Actually, I find that it brings more of a understanding when you see there's a correlation when it comes to other cultures and religions.
Syncretism. I do pray for the stars.
I do pray, family. Please do not stay stuck, or I would like to say dumbfounded, in one area. Please widen your variety and knowledge and wisdom, for it is coming a time where it is going to come handy that you know as much as you can. There's a reason why a lot of people stuck in certain projects or hoods only know one thing. That is the way that they control them to only think. You all are rulers of this world. There is no reason why you should only know one bit of knowledge, one bit of information,
Only one tradition, only one faith.
only one culture, only one tradition. Please widen your variety and as much as you can so that you can fulfill all of your spirit needs. Because your spirit was not just in tuned into one thing. Your spirit was not just in tune into one religion, one culture. Your spirit has been able to travel in so much and need to pick up certain tools from why they even traveled there in the first place and put all of these things together.
Mm, that is so true. Thank you,
Asha,
Baba, for that message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mosai.
all
Most
praises.
of all praises due to the Mosai. Most of us are descendants of the Moors. Most of us are descendants of the Moors. I know it has been read in my ancestry that I come from Moors. Many of us come from Moors. And that is exactly how our ancestors learned. That is exactly how our ancestors mastered, elevated, was able to even run an empire for people who call themselves kings and queens. Those are kingdoms. And then you have empires, which is empress and emperors who crown kings and queens and head of states. An empire is a compilation of multiple kingdoms. Okay. So with that being said, is if you're only mastering one faith, one tradition, one knowledge base, and calling yourself a king or queen, well, that may be in that arena. Okay. When it comes to being a descendant of the Moors, when it comes to be descendants of empress and emperors, when it comes to being descendants of empire runners and heads of empires, you know that you had to. It wasn't a choice. It wasn't an option. There was no way that you were going to be able to run an empire of multiple kingdoms and crown multiple heads of states without having the knowledge of their territory, of their land, of their people, of their background, without knowing the history, without knowing how to correlate, without knowing how to communicate, without knowing how to relate. Okay, you just can't move it to status and control people by dictatorship. It would have to be through understanding and community. That's what the Moors understood. And no matter how many religions or traditions or faiths that they came across, they was able to stay in power. They were able to stay in rulership due to the compilated knowledge they knew versus being able to be suppressed because only the knowledge of few. Okay? Because for a lot of people who wants power, we have to remember knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more power you have access to.
Please remember that part. That part, family.
So if you only have knowledge of these certain areas, you only have access to those certain areas, those are the only areas that you will have room to master and run.
Limit yourself.
You limited yourself. Okay. So as we believe in the creator and we love the creator, we take our time to find understanding and knowledge of all his creations and the part that they play within this realm, within this universe, and how they may affect our destiny and how we may affect theirs.
Asha,
Words to the wise.
Asha. Beautiful messages.
Okay. I've enjoyed this so much, family. Thank you, all family. So excited for the next live, family. Do know that we have been booked in Louisiana, Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, as well as in New York for house cleanses and house blessings. Make sure that you are getting your house on the schedule to book your HOK experience in person.
I say, family, we
We
love
love
you
you.
and we thank you. And until next time, Oda.
Oh, we love y'all so much.
Slow. Try.
Hey.
Bro,